I'm Matt Milkovich. I'm the managing editor of Fruit Growers News and Vegetable Growers News. And I'm here with Scott Lewis of Lewis Orchard. He's also the chairman of the Michigan Apple Committee. And we're here to talk about his migrant labor housing. We're standing in one of the units now. Scott, can you tell us a little bit about these units and the history of the construction and
Sure.
who lives here?
Yep. Our first units were built back in 2004. The units we're standing in right now were built in the winter of 2008.
Okay.
So this will be the second season on these houses. Our housing was getting old back in the early 2000s. We had trailers, et cetera, that we were still using. So we felt the need to upgrade our housing. The program come along, we took a look at it. It looked like something that was going to fit our needs. So back then we saw that there was going to be an issue coming down the road with housing.
Mm-hmm.
So with inspection, with the quality of housing that we had, so we decided it was time to do something about it.
Okay.
So these units that we're standing in are 24 by 56. There's two units, a 2-bedroom unit and a 3-bedroom unit under each roof. They have covered porches out front so people can stand when they're not working and enjoy themselves. The unit we're in right now is a 3-bedroom unit. This happens to be a handicap unit. It's got 36-inch doorways into the bedrooms. We'll take a look in the shower unit and the bathroom facilities, but they're all handicap accessible, so anyone with a wheelchair or anything can access that. It is one of the requirements for the program. We have to have one unit that has to be handicap accessible.
Okay.
But short of that, everything you see in here at the time was new. You know, all the fixtures are new. The other units we built on the other side of the road, we did wood floors in there. They all have crawl spaces under it, so it makes it easy for draining in the wintertime. We did wood floors on the other side. We thought that was going to be more durable. We didn't want to do concrete because of the sweatness of the concrete, so we thought we'd try and do a crawl space wood floors. We really like that approach because it gives us ease of draining. Crawl spaces don't freeze, so we can drain water back to the crawl spaces. If one unit stays occupied throughout the year, we don't have to worry about the water freezing in the crawl spaces.
Okay.
This unit here, we went to, instead of using wood floors, we ended up putting tile in here. We noticed the wood floors, after a time, became hard to maintain the cleanliness of them.
Yeah.
So here we ended up going tile, and it really makes a durable floor. It makes the longevity, and it really finishes the houses off nice.
What do you think of it overall?
Oh, real nice.
Yeah? Yeah.
Real nice. It's just, I fixed it up just like if I'm in my own house.
Yeah. And how long do you guys stay here usually?
About 6 to 7 months.
Okay. And so this housing was financed by USDA, so you get inspected by USDA and
Correct.
Michigan Department of Agriculture,
Correct.
right? Okay.
Yep.
And your other housing is just inspected by Michigan inspectors, right?
Michigan inspectors. There's one
Okay.
house just inspected by Michigan inspectors. The other 8 houses are all inspected through USDA because the rest of the housing's all done through their program. But they don't license us or anything. I mean, they just maintain that we're taking care of the facilities and keeping everything up to code that we should be.
Okay.
It still requires Michigan Housing Inspection Department to do our actual licensing for our camps.
Okay. Now, what do you think of this new $5 inspection fee from coming down from the state? How is that going to affect your housing, if at all?
It's not going to have any effect on our housing. That $5 fee is based on total occupancy. So even though you may have a house that can hold 7 people, if there's only 2 workers living in that house, you're still paying for 7 employees, for
Yeah.
that inspection fee, which is fine. I think that's a fair program. I'm concerned $5 isn't enough to fund the program. I think it was a good faith effort on the growers to do the $5 fee, with the intention of the federal government picking up the remainder. But at the $5 fee, I think that's only going to raise approximately $140,000.
Something like that, yeah.
And that's not going to maintain this program in any
Yeah.
way, shape, or form.
Okay. And there's a report that came out not too long ago, the Michigan Civil Rights Commission, I think it was called, kind of disparaging the situation with migrant workers, their housing, and some of their working conditions. What did you think about that report? Did you think that was fair, or?
No, I mean, I didn't see any positive. There were some parts of that said it did not apply to all workers, which it does not by any means. There's a small percentage out there that may have inferior housing that, potentially could give growers a bad name. You know, I don't think anyone on purpose has bad housings. I think sometimes when you're dealing with older housing, it's a challenge just to maintain it and keep it up to par as most people would like it to be, you know. When you have a newer construction such as we do, it's much easier to maintain housing, you know.
Yeah.
And it's important for your workers too, you know. To us, it's, you know, we want to have some of the nicest housing that you can have just so we can maintain some of the best people out here.
Well, what do your workers think about it, the new housing?
To my knowledge, everybody really enjoys it. You know, it's a positive for them. I think they all appreciate what they have. I have absolutely no complaints about that. You know, for the most part, it's as good as some of their houses they probably go home to in the wintertime.
Okay. Are you, do you get the same families and workers coming back year after year?
From already, we have the same core people. You know, we may end up picking up people here and there for apple picking, et cetera, et cetera. But every springtime, we usually have the same people come back year after year.
Okay.
And, you know, just for that reason, if nothing else, you want to make sure they are happy and coming back year after year. So this is one of the reasons we do this.